a show like that, I'm impressed you guys are here. We have continued a pattern which is similar to what we've been doing. Turning the ball over offensively and giving up big plays on defense. Now, to our defense's credit, we did turn it around in the second half and played better in the second half. But in the first half, some big runs, catches, and the turnover thing is 21 points. And you really can't give anybody in our league 21 points just like that. Especially in this stage we're in offensively where we're still trying to groom a lot of people and get our quarterback ready. Unfortunately, Dustin Thomas had a rough go, and I don't think he was doing himself any good by staying in the game. And we went to Chris Maloney, who is a true freshman, and I think he did a really nice job in there, much better than he did 5 weeks ago when we gave him a start. And so we're back to square one at quarterback, trying to figure it out and get that guy right without that quarterback slot. This is a difficult road to hoe, and we're going to play 3 teams in the next 3 weeks that are better than the team we just played. Questions?
Is Dustin Thomas still your starting quarterback, or is it open up again?
Well, I think after a game like that, you want to go back to the drawing board, take a look, and see what happened. He's struggling for sure. He was off for 4 weeks, but he had some issues with reads today, which there were some big plays out there for us to hit if he read it, and he missed those. So the physical part of it is one thing, but when you're not grasping what we're teaching, that's a concern to me. And Chris did a good job with that. So we'll probably evaluate it. I mean, those two and John Robertson, the quarterback that we have that we're redshirting, they're going to go to spring practice competing for the job and in preseason next year anyway. So we're probably back to a competitive situation. We'll look at the tape and make that decision.
How is using, because you now use, I guess, didn't John Robertson have a play in the Temple game? So you've technically used 4 quarterbacks this year. How does that affect the offense?
Oh, greatly. We've gone through 3 quarterbacks. I mean, we were Christian Colacerto there for 2 games. And so, there's no rhythm. There's really no rhythm. There's no chance for the guy to be the leader. And, that's hurt us.
Andy, how difficult has it been? It's such a young team after the veteran teams you've had the last couple of years just to go through all this.
Well, I think, Mark, probably the guy to do it, just because I've been around so long and have my share of some rough goes. We never had a team this young, for sure. So, I think I have the maturity and the patience to wait a year. If this were next year or down the line, I'd really be upset. I think right now it's very important to stay positive and be patient with a very, very young team. And your coaches also have to be sensitive to the fact that, we're playing so many first-year players and so many freshmen. So I think that I'm in a good position mentally. All I worry about right now is our football team, making sure that you're 1-7 and okay, what are you going to do in the next 3 games? And are you going to continue to play hard and work hard, and that's critical.
How about the play of Dillon? Talk about some positives and what he's done this year as a true freshman.
Well, Dillon's had a phenomenal freshman year. He's fast, quick, tough, smart. I think about 205 pounds. He needs about 25 more pounds to really be steady in this league. But he's playing undersized, but playing very well, and has a maturity that he brings to our football team, which is very much needed. So we're really fortunate to have him.
When you see players like Dillon, or just what are the other bright spots that you see, glimmers of what's to come for these guys?
Well, the thing about it is we don't really have a mixture of senior leadership and really good young players. What we have right now is good young players who are trying to find their way. And so, you know, I've kind of called it baptism under fire. They really are learning as they're being baptized and playing, and that means getting knocked down and pick yourself back up and look around, and it's another young guy trying to play and get it done. But we have a lot of really good young people in the pipeline. We need a quarterback. We need a quarterback to settle down so you can have an offense and defense that feeds off each other. And it's difficult when, you know, your defense gave up some big things in the first half and your offense is turning the ball back over and put your defense back on the field. So that's been wrong.
Those big plays, were they breakdowns that when Heineke started moving around a little bit, guys got off their coverage a little bit?
He did a good job. He did a good job of maintaining his poise and finding open receivers. And I think when you have any quarterback that can pull it down and run, the tendency in the secondary, and we have 2 freshmen in the secondary, is to leave their guy and want to get back in the dance a little bit with the running quarterback. And then those things are created on the run. This happened to us at New Hampshire. Same exact stuff.
Dillon, can you talk about what this freshman year has been like for you? I know it's been tough with the wins and losses, but the fact that you've made so many plays, you've been on the field for so much.
Well, it's a lot of fun, obviously. I love being with my teammates, my upperclassmen. You know, coming in, they were able to take me under their wing, and I really feel like that's helped me coming in and playing right away. But basically, you know, just because I'm a freshman, I don't make that excuse or anything like that. I think we're a very good defense. Just have to minimize the, you know, the miscues and, you know, get back at it next week.
Do you think you guys later on will be better for it now, starting off so rough rather than coming in with a bunch of seniors and on a better team that as you guys are on the field now, you're taking your lumps, getting them out of the way maybe?
Oh, well, I definitely think it's a learning curve that we needed to take. Like Coach said, we have a lot of freshmen and first-year players, but, you know, coming into the season, we didn't make that an excuse or something to lean back on if the season didn't go the way we'd like. We have a lot of talent, and, you know, I definitely think we have a good chance of, you know, winning in the future.
As much as you lost, Coach, is where you are even disappointing, maybe compared to what you thought you'd be?
Oh yeah, no, I thought we would be a team that had a chance to be 500. You know, when we lost Norman White, our franchise receiver, early, and then we lost Joe Price, who came back today and had a couple nice catches. That took away our 2 number 1 and 2 weapons, and then we lost the quarterback in the second game in the first half, and so there was no progression with him. And so then right off the bat, you're like, wow, offensively, you know, that's not a good thing. But I thought maybe we could overcome it along the way, but we put too much pressure on our defense because of the turnover situation. So it's kind of one of those things that sort of steamrolled on you. So, but no, I really, even in our worst years here, we've only had 4. We were always competitive and had a chance somewhere along the line to win a few games. But right now, I mean, the score is really not indicative of the difference between their team and our team. It's just the turnovers that, you know, take 21 points off the board, and now you go into the fourth quarter, like we did with William and Mary. We didn't turn it over against them, and, you know, it's 2016. Now, all of a sudden, the score, whatever it was, 37-10, is ugly. But we're prone to that right now. I mean, we are who we are. We have set a pattern. The team that you saw today is the team that we've been. And until we eradicate that and change that, there's really no mystery. You cannot turn it over like that, and you can't give up big plays.
When you see the miscues, particularly from the quarterbacks, the interceptions, or even the fumbles, is that guys trying to make 2 big plays, or is it just, like you said earlier, misses and reads and things like that, or is it guys just maybe pressing too much?
Well,
defensively too, and that
you got to start with your coaching staff first. And you know, 2 years ago we won the national championship, and last year we were 1 game away from winning a national championship. So when you take a look at that group, you go, well, they're the same guys. They probably didn't get stupid in 2 years. So I think we're doing a pretty good job there. So then I go and look at the players, and I go like, well, it's their first time out. It's you know, there you go. It's They're inexperienced at too many spots. And that's really what we are. I mean, we're really a very, very extremely youthful team, and we are paying the price for being a young football team. Against the team, ODU, even though they've, it's their 5th year playing football, those guys have all been together for 4 and 5 years, and they've had success. And, I mean, when I brought the team back here in 1985, we won the Yankee Conference title in 1989 in 5 years. So, but I played the same guys, and it's experience.
Austin, can you talk about, even though as a sophomore, as kind of a veteran here, what it takes to just keep coming back after the tough losses and, getting ready for next week?
Losing, of course, going on week working hard is frustrating, but coaches they talk to us, they don't give up on us. They tell us to keep our heads up. So the spirit's there. We're just gonna keep on tapping the rock, and the day that rock breaks, it's gonna be a beautiful day. We can't wait for it.
Andy, does ODU look like a playoff team to you right now?
I think that they have a chance to be a playoff team. I really think they do. They do a nice job with their offense. Not sure their defense is playoff caliber, but almost. So they need to win some games at home, because I think they're a very different team when they play there with that big crowd and that excitement. But I think they really, I told Bobby, I think they have a chance. I think they have a real chance to be in the playoffs. And that's a team, if you draw early in a playoff round and you have to play them down there, you could be in a lot of trouble. I think they're right on the cusp. The thing I liked about them the most is they had poise across the board. They didn't get rattled.
Dillon, how tough was that touchdown they scored after you guys got another touchdown to close it to 9, and they go down the field and get points before halftime? How tough was that particular drive for you guys?
That's very frustrating. Looking at the clock, I think it was 2:24 left, and you're thinking that they're going to try and throw the ball, maybe run the clock out a little bit. I'm pretty sure they had 3 timeouts. But as a defense, we just can't keep going by having miscues like that. And we were there in a lot of plays. We just got to be able to make those plays. And I know that when we do that, it's gonna be fine. And we just got to make sure we got to stop making the miscues and execute to our full potential.
Anything else?
Okay, guys, thank you.
Thank you.